year where, some pretty bad non-conference losses ended up really playing a part in March. You guys have got 3 already, but you got a big win, and you've got a chance for another big win Saturday. How important is this game against Houston and these next 3 against Houston, Clemson, and UVA?
Oh, they're really important. Every opponent is really good. Everyone's, I think, a tournament team, and we need to go out there and compete and give it our best and hopefully win.
Mike, along the same lines, what's different about the way y'all have handled the 3 losses this year as opposed to last year?
I feel like last year we got some early bad losses. We just couldn't bounce back as well. I feel like this year it feels to me that we're more trying to fix the problem immediately, as opposed to last year when we let the early losses affect us a bit more than this year. If that makes sense.
Also along the same lines, we get sort of the same questions today, but you during that stretch at the end last year of non-conference, it was similar to this because you had 3 straight kind of name opponents in Virginia, Michigan, Clemson. Now you have 3 straight Houston, Virginia, and Clemson. You missed, I think, 2 of those games, and TJ missed some games. Justin was hurt. Just how important is it now that you guys are at full strength? Keyshawn's back, and what does that make a difference with this team approaching these kind of games?
Well, yeah, first of all, really excited that we're all healthy and we're ready to go against such good opponents. I feel like we're ready to go at it and just give it our best.
Frank mentioned the other day that, well, obviously your leadership, but also Jermaine being a guy who has a voice, particularly maybe in huddles and in-game stuff, and a guy that's standing out for a younger guy. Does that surprise you, and do you consider him a leader of this team, and what is his leadership style?
I feel like that's how Jermaine is as a person, just a little bit on the louder side, not louder as in he's just yelling all the time, but his voice is heard. And just overall, I feel like he got the characteristics to be a great leader, and I feel like he's doing that. And obviously, he has some ways to go and to improve on some parts, but he's doing a good job.
Mike, as the team's leader, do you talk about the importance of these games as it relates to March? Will that go into your discussions with the guys?
Somewhat, as in we're obviously trying to win the games to get to the postseason, but at the same time we're taking it one game at a time. We're trying to win the next game. We're not being too consumed about what gets us to the tournament and what doesn't. We're here to prepare for the one opponent that we have next. So prepare for Houston right now, and then once that game's over, take the next opponent.
They were a great team last year, 30 wins, Sweet 16, but they lost a lot of talent. What have you guys seen from them thus far?
We actually haven't gone over them yet, so kind of owe you an answer over there. But man, I know that they were a great team last year, and I'm sure that the winning tradition and just their mentality on winning stays the same. So I'm expecting a whole lot of fight from them.
The game the other night ended a lot with Justin at the 4, Keyshawn at 3, and obviously you at the 5, and Jermaine and AJ out there. That's a lineup that obviously hadn't been used before this year because Keyshawn wasn't in it, but also included kind of Jermaine running a lot of point guard. What did you like about that? Is that something you guys can run in half-court sets? Obviously, I was out there because they were pressing so much, but what kind of benefits can you get from that lineup?
Yeah, I feel like we can, with that lineup, we can run the floor real fast. I feel like the pace of the game will go up by a lot because we know Key's really athletic. Justin, AJ, Jermaine, everyone can run the floor real fast. So I feel like once we get a stop or the opponent scores on us or whatever, we can get the ball out real quick. We can just run the floor and be a threat immediately.
Anybody have a last question for Mike?
All right, thank you.